with Penny's grandmother, had been chosen as godparents for the firstborn in the 4th generation of Hollerins. Sam's expression was solemn as he listened to the minister explain his responsibilities. Only when he glanced down at the baby, still being held in her mother's arms, did a look of absolute delight and reverence soften his features. Penny saw her grandmother reach over and squeeze his hand, and wished like crazy that she could have been the one standing up there beside him, sharing this special moment in a family where tradition meant so much. Later, at her grandfather's house, Penny watched with her heart in her throat as Sam awkwardly cradled the baby in his arms. She told herself she was being silly and romantic, but she fantasized that it was their baby he was holding with such a look of tenderness on his face. Then she wondered when she had turned into such a nutcase. She'd always been the steady one, the precocious one. She'd never fantasized about anything, until this week, when she'd seen Sam Roberts for the very first time. "What are you thinking about so seriously?" her grandmother asked, coming up beside her and giving her a squeeze. "You've been awfully quiet all weekend. It's not like you." "They're a little overwhelming, don't you think?" Penny admitted aloud for the first time. Elizabeth Hollerin gave her a conspiratorial grin. "That's exactly the way I felt when Brandon introduced me to them for the first time. But it doesn't last. Pretty soon you'll feel like one of the family." She followed the direction of Penny's gaze. "Quite a hunk, isn't he?" Embarrassment flooded Penny's cheeks. She hadn't realized she'd been so obvious. "Who?" she asked, hoping to save face. "Sam." "I guess," she said with a disinterested shrug. "He's older than you are, though." "Not that much, a couple of years." "But he had a much tougher life. He grew up a lot faster." "Is he going to go into business with grandfather?" "That's what Brandon wants, and Kevin and Jason don't object. Sam started working in the company right after his sister, Dana, got involved with Jason. He seems to have a real aptitude for sales and marketing, but according to your grandfather, Sammy's gotten it into his head he wants to do something on his own. Maybe he's feeling overwhelmed by all the Hollerins, just like you. How come you haven't asked him about this yourself? You've never been shy." "I've never met anyone like him before," Penny admitted. "He seems so mature compared to the guys in school. Whenever I get around him, I get all tongue-tied." Her grandmother regarded her with disbelief. "Now that has to be a first. How come when I was seeing Brandon you had so much to say? You sounded very wise and grown up." "All talk," Penny retorted. All the textbooks in the world on human sexuality and family relations hadn't prepared her for the giddy, off-kilter way Sam Roberts made her feel. Her grandmother grabbed her hand. "Come on, I'm sure he's tired of hanging around all these grown-ups, too. Maybe the two of you can go to a movie or something." Humiliated by the thought of being foisted on Sam, Penny held back. "Grandmother, no. You can't make him take me out." "Going to the movies so you can get to know someone from out of town isn't the same thing as a date, for goodness sake. Besides, I won't have to make him do anything. One thing you'll learn as you get older is that subtlety goes a long way. Now, watch a pro in action." Determinedly tugging Penny along in her wake, Elizabeth Hollerin breezed through the throng until they were standing beside Sam. "Hey, Mrs. H. How are you holding up?" he asked with genuine affection. He didn't even glance at Penny. "I'd give anything to kick off these shoes, but Brandon would be appalled," Elizabeth Hollerin confided. Sam shot her a knowing look. "Come on, you know Granddad Brandon thinks you walk on water." "I won't be able to walk at all if I stay on my feet in these shoes much longer. I don't know why I let him talk me into these 3-inch heels at my age." A devilish hint of mischief in his eyes, Sam leaned down.